Today we are learning a variation of the single crochet stitch. This is called single crochet in the back loop only. The back loop only is just referring to the location of where you put the stitch. It is in, you'll see closer, but you can see on the top how we have a front loop. Actually, that's backwards for you. We've got a front loop here and a back loop here. This stitch is working in just that back loop. It's just the same single crochet that you have already learned, but it is in a different location than where we typically put it. So I'm excited to teach you this one today, and let's get started. And we're going to start with our slip knot, and you can do any number of chains that you'd like. I'm going to start with 15. I'm sorry, with 25. Okay, so I have 25 stitches and I am going to chain one for the height of our stitch. So that's going to be our turning chain. So chain one. I'm going to skip that stitch and I'm going to work a single crochet into the next chain. This chain is going, or this row is going to be the same as any other single crochet row. So we're just going to single crochet in each chain all the way across. And the next row is where we will have the difference in our stitches. So I'll meet you back at the end of this row and we'll move on from there. And just like a normal single crochet first row, we're just going to end in that last chain there and chain one and turn. And that first stitch is what we're going to work into. But instead of working into both of these loops here, like we've done in the past, we are going to work in just this back loop here. So this is the front loop and this is the back loop. So we're going to work in just the back loop and do a single crochet. So wrap your yarn around, bring it through, 2 loops on your hook, wrap around and bring through 2. We're going to mark our yarn or our first stitch there so we don't miss it on our return row. To put a stitch marker right in there, then we won't miss it. And again, our next stitch here, instead of working into the entire stitch like this, we are working into the back loop only. So we've got our front loop and our back loop. So our back loop only, just a regular single crochet. Back loop only. And our back loop only. And you can see there is a little ridge being made by this. This is a stitch that is typically used for ribbing, like on the cuff of a sweater or the hem of a garment. This is used a lot for that. And it just looks really pretty too. All right, we're going to go in the back loop only. We are working in the back loop only the entire time for this stitch. So every single crochet will be back loop only. There's nothing different with the single crochet. It's just where we are placing the stitch on the previous row. I'm going to work all the way across and I'll meet you at the end. Okay, and our last stitch of this row, I forgot to mark it. You can see that I forgot to mark our first stitch, but you can tell that V right there, that is our last stitch. This is our turning chain. So we're going to work our last stitch into that one right there. All right, so we're going to chain one and turn our work. And skipping that chain, we are going to work into this stitch, but we're working back loop only. So that spot right there. This entire piece is made with back loop only single crochets. So this back loop only. Oh, I almost forgot my stitch marker again. So we have one and our First one is right there. Right. And we'll just work all the way across. And you're just going to do this exact same thing all the way up your piece, however long you want this to be, a scarf or a square. I'm going to make a square, but whatever you want to make this, you can make this. I'm going to show you what a finished um, piece looks like so that you can see the ridges on here. All right, so this is our finished back loop only single crochet. So you see all those ridges? You can see from the side how it zigzags like that. And it's nice and stretchy because that back loop only is the only thing those stitches are holding on to. So it makes it a very nice stretch. Like I was saying for the cuff of a sleeve, that is really pretty on a sweater and it gives a nice stretch for your wrist. This is what the just regular single crochet looks like. You can see they're very similar, but up close, you can see that this one does not have ridges and this one does. And on the edge, this one is very flat compared to this one has those ridges. So there is our single crochet in the back loop only and the differences between just a regular single and single crochet back loop only. I hope you had fun today and I will talk to you soon.